we're living in an amazing time right now. Any skill you want to learn, you can just find it online. I'm basically a freelance illustrator. I mainly work with watercolors. I also work with acrylics, glass paints, and gouache. And my love for art began from childhood itself, and I really never stopped painting after that. And I design wedding invitations. I do custom designs as well, and I love painting patterns. Yeah, so I'm a completely self-taught artist, and we're living in an amazing time right now. Any skill you want to learn, you can just find it online. So I learned a lot of things through Skillshare, which is a great platform, and then YouTube, of course, is just filled with so much information. So one is just never stop learning, and the other is just keep practicing. So that's just the two things that's helped me, advance in my skills. Develop your style, so have a sense of unique style and not just copy other artists and all of that. So keep practicing to develop your unique style. The other is just whatever work that you have done, organize that work and then keep building your portfolio so that you can even if you have a segregation of the skills that you have, so it's easier to build your portfolio. So other thing is just keep learning, keep evolving, keep finding new things, and then that really helps you, advance your skills. Honestly, I started this entire thing as a hobby. I just started putting things up on Instagram. And then in 2019, I just consolidated my designs and I created a calendar. So that's, I just thought, okay, chalo, I'll just sell maybe 10 copies and I'll be fine with it. But it became really good and I sold over 100 copies that year. And so through that, a lot of people got to know my designs. And then through Instagram, Instagram is a great place to, showcase your work. So that's a great place for people to reach out as well. So through DMs, through your email, so they just reach out. So I get a lot of my commissions through Instagram, and then a lot of them just reach out through email as well. So it's always great to have a set of things that you want to do when you receive a client, because when you have a client, it's best to just keep everything professional, no matter if it's a friend or a family or whatever it is. So you should just set out your terms and conditions clearly first, saying that probably the amount of time you'll take, the number of revisions that you'll do. And then after which you can tell your client that I'll design it once, and once you approve, possibly there are 2 revisions that I will do. After which it will be paid. Or have all of these things set out. Even your payment plan, just figure out how many, if you're doing an hourly kind of payment or project per project kind of payment, and have all of these terms and conditions set out in the beginning itself. And then even the payment, are you going to do 50% payment before you start the project, and before you deliver the final complete project, do you want the remaining payment? So all of these terms and conditions, if you have it set out, it's great. And then so generally what I do is, once I get a project, I do a multiple set of rough sketches. So it can be sketches, and I do tiny watercolor images of what it can be. And then I present it to the client. And then once they approve, I work on a larger image. Even if it's a logo, I work on a large image, and then I resize it and rework it on Photoshop and Procreate. And then we deliver the product. So my main source of inspiration is Pinterest. So I go on Pinterest quite a lot to check the new kind of things that are happening in my line of design. So if it's watercolors, I follow a lot of watercolor artists. and I see what they're up to, what are the brands that they're working with, what are the color schemes that they're working with. And then every year there are these there are quite a lot of blogs that talk about the color tones for the year. And so there's this Pantone's color tones. So they release every year, this is the color tone for the year. So a lot of focus goes on that kind of color scheme as well. But I also try not to indulge too much into Pinterest and a lot of online things. I like to step out and walk in the garden and pick up a few botanical samples and try to paint from that. And there are a lot of free resources. There are a lot of free websites right now which have images which you can take inspiration from. And so there are websites like Unsplashed, Pexels. So I browse a lot on that as well to get inspiration. I think it's always important to learn new skills. So you may have expertise in a particular field, but there are so many new things happening every single day, so much experimentation happening. So it's important to keep exploring your skill. And one is to do it by yourself without any external influence, like keep the internet and all of that. The other is to always learn from people who do have amazing expertise in this field. So keep looking out for people who do innovative things in the field, and then do follow them and check them out, and then see how you can incorporate that in your work. So I'm actually building my website right now, and I am creating a few products for the website. So I'm just actually, I just tell you a little about myself. So I'm actually a software engineer, and then I made the switch to the social sector where I taught for 2 years. And then I'm still working in the social sector, but I'm going to take a break to spend more time with my daughter and focus on art. So it'll be around, say, greeting cards, some posters, some custom things that you can get designed. It's really an honor. Thank you so much.